Now, we know that 75% of Bermudians do not approve of this airport or even this airport being built. And that means that 75%, that means OBA members and PLP members. That's a total Bermudian, because 75% is all those people. Now, why would the government propose a $250 million privatization of this airport to give to a Canadian government who will run it and own it for 30 years? We lose all income from the airport. We won't have any income from that. They will control it all. They will control the departure tax, and all of those monies go to the Canadian government. What kind of deal is that for our children and our children's children? And then if we don't reach a threshold and have enough money that we need to pay the Canadian government, the Bermudian government has to pay the Canadian government so many $1 million a year. Yes, we may need to renovate the airport, so let's look at that, and let's get Bermudian contractors in there that could do that job. We don't need to go to Canada, another nation, to bring in something. The airport, to make this beautification of an airport, the airport's not a destination. The airport is just a place where people come in, they get off, and they go to their hotel. They leave the island to go to a hub or another airport in the U.S. or wherever they're going, wherever their destination is. So we don't need that. But yes, we can renovate it, but it's not going to be renovated at a cost of $250 million when our schools, several of our schools are in disarray, disrepair. How could that? That's so unconscionable that they would even think to take away monies from our children and not budget for education, but are going to budget to privatize our airport that Bermuda won't have any access to for 30 years. Can you imagine that? Does that sound reasonable? We're going to get somebody else to build an airport in Bermuda and it's not going to cost us anything. Does that make sense?